Hi guys! In today's video I thought I would go back and do a video I did just under a year ago, which is the stay-at-home mom tag. I think it's actually called the homemakers tag, same difference. I've been staying home with Ani as a full-time stay-at-home mom for over a year now, which is crazy. The time has gone super slow and super fast at the same time. I'm sure most other stay-at-home parents can relate. But yeah, I thought I would just do this again and kind of go back and watch my other video and see how things have changed or stayed the same. I'll link the video I did last year in the description below in case you're interested. But yeah, let's just hop right into it. Question number 1, has anybody ever said anything negative about you staying home? Yes, not frequently, but it has happened, and I think it's been the same couple of people every time. At least that's all that's coming to mind. I don't let it get to me too much. This is what's right for our family. It is not right for every family. But yeah, it works for us, and it is what it is. Question number 2, what is your favorite and least favorite thing of staying home? My favorite thing is the obvious. I'm getting to spend a lot of time with Ani. I'm watching her grow up. My least favorite thing... I think my least favorite thing, it's sort of a 50-50 tie. One is, it's kind of hard to find mental stimulation when you're hanging out with a toddler all day. It's not to say I regret it, but it isn't maybe the most thought-provoking thing I could be doing with my days. And the other part of it is, I'm somebody who's always really liked kind of, not necessarily chaotic jobs, but jobs that change day to day. And while Ani's mood can change day to day, as well as mine, we do the same things every day. So it does get a little monotonous at times, particularly now that we're in a pandemic and we only have one car. We're pretty much stuck here at the house. But that said, in trade-off, I'll take it. Question number 3, what is your favorite and least favorite chore? My favorite chore... I don't know that I have a favorite chore. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna say picking up toys because it's quick and I do it so often that it doesn't even seem like a chore. It's just literally part of my day. I do it without thinking. My least favorite chore is laundry. I swear I will do all of the laundry one day and by the next day it is totally full up again. Question number 4, what time do you go to bed and what time do you wake up? This has just recently changed. I usually go to bed 9:30 or 10, at least lay down, just to kind of unwind from the day. And then I'm up at 5. I've been getting up at 5 for just over 2 weeks, and I really like it. It gives me some me time in the morning. It's a slow start to the day. Every now and then Ani gets up and joins me, which isn't great, but it's all right. Question number 5 is, do you put anything on in the background while you clean, cook, do chores? And my answer is yes, and it is generally either a podcast or an audiobook. If it's not one of those two things, it's songs that Ani and I kind of dance around to. And with that, we listen to all kinds of genres of music, so there's no consistent thing. But I would say most frequently, it's an audiobook or a podcast. If you're looking for podcast recommendations, my 2 favorite are Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard, and This Might Get Weird with Mamrie Hart and Grace Helbig. They're great for very different reasons, but I really like them both, and I listen each week. Question 6, do you get dressed or do you stay in PJs? We both get dressed. Granted, a lot of what I wear is also what my pajamas look like. It's a lot of like hoodies, t-shirts, sweatpants, basketball shorts, stuff like that. We're pretty active, and I just like being comfortable while we're at it. Question 7. I think I laughed at this one last time too. How often do you do your hair and makeup? I mean, I do my hair in that, like, when I'm out of the shower, I'll like brush it, and I don't do my makeup. 8, what area in your house needs help? If we're talking just sort of clutter and cleanup, it's still the garage. We've made massive progress in there, but there's still a lot to be done. Otherwise, I'm gonna go kitchen. We really want to redo our kitchen and some other rooms, but the kitchen would be the one that we would want to redo first. 9, how often do you find yourself distracted? Not too often, in the sense that like I'm on my phone and not focusing on Ani or daydreaming kind of a thing. I'm pretty good about channeling in with her, hanging out, playing whatever game she wants to play, talking to her, reading with her. But that's not to say that my mind doesn't wander. particularly when I listen to the podcasts or read nonfiction books. I just get thoughts in my head and they kind of rattle around in there all day. Even though I am focused on Ani, I'll kind of have two trains of thought going at one time. 10. Do you enjoy staying home or miss going to work? I'm going to say both. I love staying home. I am happy to do this as long as we can afford it or that we think is good for Ani. I think we're rapidly approaching the point that when we feel it's safe, she'll probably have some kind of daycare in her future just because she's such a social, busy kid. It's getting hard when it's just her and I here all day. So we'll see. But I do miss going to work. I've always really liked the jobs that I had, and I'm excited to have that excitement again. So we'll know when the time is right, but for now, I'm very content and happy. 11. What chore is never ending? It's kind of a tie between laundry or dishes, but laundry. I'm going to say laundry. I can get dishes done a lot quicker, and they don't seem to pop back up as fast as laundry does. I swear, it's only 3 of us. I don't know how we make the amount of laundry that we do, but it's nonstop. 12. What is your favorite way to relax or have me time? Normally I would say reading, but I do a lot of reading or listening to audiobooks when Ani's around. So besides that, it's probably meditating or going for a walk. 13 is, how often does your wife chip in? Constantly. Lauda's awesome. I don't know how she gets everything done that she does, but she's constantly busy with work. She's got some side hustles going, and she is always around to help with chores when I ask her to, and periodically she'll do them without me asking. So she chips in all the time. 14 is, when do you do chores? All day? Generally we do a chore or two in the morning. There's sort of a rotation. For instance, today's Tuesday that I'm filming this, and on Tuesdays we do, jokingly, I call it toilets and towels, in that we clean the bathrooms and wash the towels, and that always happens in the morning. And then as the day goes on, I might do another chore here and there, but the bulk of sort of cleanup type chores is usually in the morning between 8 to 10. Not that it takes that whole time. That's just the frame that I do them in when I get the desire to. And Ani loves helping with chores, so I almost always do them when she's awake. 15 is, how do you balance stay-at-home mom life and YouTube? I don't find it to be a very hard balance. Granted, I just do this for a hobby and because I think it's fun. I guess if I was doing it as like a full-time job, that would be more complicated. But since it's a hobby, if I don't feel like doing a video on a given day, I just don't do a video on that given day. So it's easy to balance. 16 is, what is your favorite room in your house and why? That's a toss-up between our living room or the room that I'm in now, which we kind of jokingly call our multi-purpose room, like guest room / office / playroom. I guess I'm going to say living room, only because that's mostly where I do relaxing, whereas if I'm in the multi-purpose room, I'm either playing with Ani or working at the computer or doing something to be productive. And in general, if I'm in the living room, we're just chilling. Number 17 is, what is your least favorite room in the house and why? I'm going to say the laundry room because that's where the laundry happens, and I don't like the laundry. But yeah, we'll go with that. 18 is, does your home reflect your style? I think in general, the way we decorate reflects our style. It's sort of casual, laid back with some nerdiness thrown in. As far as the appliances and the way the kitchen is set up, all that sort of stuff, it's not how I would choose to do it, but we make it work and it doesn't bother me. So I think overall, yes, the house reflects our style very nicely. Yeah. 19 is, what does your house smell like? It's a pretty small house, so if I'm cooking, it smells like whatever I'm cooking. That goes without saying. But other than that, I think it just probably smells like clean. Is that a smell? We do have candles. We don't have them lit a whole lot just because, Ani's busy and moving around, and if she bumps into furniture, we don't want to risk her knocking one over. But if I have a candle lit, this is hands down my favorite. It is Sand and Fog Chai Scent. I can't remember where I got this. I'm pretty sure it was TJ Maxx or it was given to us as a gift, but I love this candle. It smells sort of like cinnamony. I'm sure it smells like a chai, like a chai latte or something, but I love that smell. And we do have a lot of candles that are like cinnamon, chai, that sort of scent family. And last but not least, number 20, what is your strong point and what is your weak point as a stay-at-home mom? My weak point is I'm fairly introverted anyway, so between being a stay-at-home mom and the pandemic, I have to really work at staying connected with friends and the outside world, or it becomes way too easy for me to just kind of cocoon myself here and not keep those adult relationships. Obviously, I see Loud all the time. Our marriage is great. But those people that I'm not seeing currently, it's hard to keep those relationships healthy, functional, and up to date. I will say if the pandemic wasn't happening, I think I'd be a little bit better about this, but given the current state of things and the fact that the pandemic has been happening nearly the whole time I've been a stay-at-home mom, I'm going to say that's my weak point as a stay-at-home mom, is that tendency to be introverted and not connect with people that I know in the real world. My strong point as a stay-at-home mom, I'm going to say my willingness to play. I like playing with Ani. She's generally and genuinely, both of those words, fun to play with. She's silly. She likes the same kind of things I do, thankfully. She likes going outside and being crazy. She likes coming in and coloring and reading books. She likes imaginative play. So she's just really fun to be around. And I hope that I'm a fun mom in that way, and that I'm willing to get down on the floor and play with her and make messes and, all that good stuff. So yeah, that is the stay-at-home mom tag. If you're interested in doing it, go ahead and do it. I honestly think most of these questions could be answered by a working parent as well. It would just be an interesting, different perspective. Maybe I'll get Lauda to do it. And just say kind of instead of stay-at-home mom, for her it would be working mom as a working mom. I'd have to go back through the questions. At any rate, I like doing this, and like I said, I'll link the video I did last year down below so you can compare if you're interested, and we will see you next time. Bye!